Filming live from a third-story, one-bedroom apartment in North Mishawaka, Indiana, it's the Handlebar Growing Mustache Extravaganza with your host, Dave. And on a live remote from East South Bend, Fatty. Handlebar Mustache Show, Handlebar Mustache Show. The stash is looking great, but we can't be late for the Handlebar Mustache Show. Welcome back to year 3, day 269, take 2, Working Class Hero Edition. Well, I was talking to Fat T, and he was telling me about one of his dreams where he's alone in the school, and he doesn't have any time to get to the class and open his locker, and it reminded me of a song. Are you there, Fat?
I'm here, Pat.
Well, I'll sing it to you. I guess this song is by John Lennon. It's called Working Class Hero. I heard it as a reggae song. So they said, as soon as you're born, they make you feel small by giving you no time instead of it all. Till the pain is so big, you feel nothing at all. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. They hurt you at home and they hit you at school. They hate if you're clever and despise a fool. They're so effing crazy, you can't follow the rules. The working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. When they're tortured and scared for your 20-odd years, then they expect you to pick a career. When you can't really function, you're so full of fear. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. Keep you doped with religion and sex and TV, and you think you're so clever and classless and free, but you're still an effing peasant as far as I can see. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. There's room at the top. There's room at the top. They're telling you still, but you must first learn how to smile as you kill, if you want to be like the folks on the hill. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. If you want to be a hero, well, just follow me. What do you think of that, Fat?
That's pretty opinionated and strong. And it's kind of, I don't know, good.
Yeah. I just like the first line of it where it says, as soon as you're born, they make you feel small by giving you no time instead of it all. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because most things are timed in this world. I mean, I cook for a living, and so does Fat. So we kind of have a clock in our heads automatically that, some things take like 5 minutes, like a sandwich, or like a fish dish might take 9 minutes. And so, like, when the tickets come in, sometimes we have, 6, 8 tickets and different things on each ticket, and there's a clock in our head. I mean, there's obviously the clock on the wall, too, that, and then we're in a competition, kinda, with the front kitchen to cook, because they're cooking, and they can't really see what we're doing. So it's kind of a trust issue that everything will be out in a proper time.
That's a great point, Pat, because the trust issue was what I had a hard time dealing with at first. Is I was always making sure that the clock on the wall was the same as the clock on the computer, and now I don't even care about that because I know I can do it, just without even thinking, knowing that the clock in my head is working. So.
Right. So, and sometimes, if the thing that stresses me out the most at work is when somebody's clock isn't quite right, when they come back after 3 minutes and ask if a cookie skillet's ready, and you're like, shake your head, or if they
do that, I say, boo!
Or even worse, if they come back in 11 minutes for the cookie skillet and it's all melted. So there's a fine line. So timing is a very integral part of my day-to-day life. So
I say about timing and waiting for cookies and coming back after 3 minutes and coming back after 11 minutes. Too much jibber-jabber.
You say that's just jibber-jabber. So
they're jibber-jabber and they ain't coming back to check.
Yeah, so there's always something. Like I often say, there's only about 10,000 things that can go wrong in a restaurant. So when only like 2 or 3 things do, it's almost like a victory.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a pretty good show today. I had the night off. I was supposed to go to the women's battered shelter. Not deep fried, battered. And, yeah. Probably a bad joke. But I can't go by myself because I'm a man. And my friend Kathleen had a bad headache, so she couldn't go. So I had the night off and just stayed home. I did some workouts, which are timed. Well, kind of timed. I tried to do the 10 push-ups, 10 squats, and 10 kettlebell swings. And then you do 9 and then 8. But after I did 10, I was breathing so hard, I had to stop and rest. And then I did 9 each and then stopped and rest. So at some point, I want to be able to do 10 and keep going through till 9 till 1. But that won't be for a while.
You never know, Pat. You might make good progress. You
Oh.
don't want to overdo it when you start.
I don't want to overdo it. Well, we're kind of going long today, so maybe we should go all in and talk about something else, Fat.
Certainly. What's on your mind, Pat?
I don't know. I went to the St. Vincent de Paul building to talk to my friend Mitch. He does assistance work. He puts, like, people come and, like, they need help with their heat or, you know, like a used car or something like that. And then he puts them on like a budget plan and like they give them money first and then, you know, they help them budget their money and stuff like that. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So he likes that pretty good. He's like a financial advisor, and then he works with businesses too to help with their cash flow. I think he's an MBA. He's a pretty bright cat. But he's working on the more spiritual side now.
Sure.
Trying to keep himself in the good graces, you know.
Certainly.
So since I was all dressed up for my morning meeting, I went to go see him. So, hello, is this thing on?
I think I lost it for there. We must have lost contact and stop in Mishawaka. All systems go.
We're 5x5 here in North Mishawaka. All right, well, I guess that's enough fun talk. Anything else to add, Fat?
No, I think you said just enough, Pat.
I've probably said too much. Knock on wood, keep it classy, interweb. And until I see you mañana, from Fat T and I, we bid you all arrivederci and adieu.